We're doing pretty well on time. We started your segment about 5 minutes early and ended about 5 minutes later than anticipated, but that's okay. I will say that the commander has offered to stay through the public comment session portion of our meeting tonight. And we can come back and answer some questions. But before I go any further, Susie, would you be, what is it, the gun violence task force that you serve on? Would you be willing to talk about that as one of the initiatives in about maybe 2 months' time at a CPC meeting? That would be about May.
Yeah, in the future, yes, we're still trying to meet and greet everybody and come up with some common themes and goals and break into smaller groups. But yes, it is the mayor's task force on gun violence prevention. So, but yes, in the future, I will definitely. And Angel serves on that committee as well, so we can, I'm sure, come up with something.
Oh, that bus hurt, Susie. But yeah, like you said, Mike, right? We've had 2 meetings, but it was just pretty much orientation. So once we get down to the meat of things, I'm sure Susie will have something great to present.
I'm looking forward to it. So I'm taking notes furiously here, in part to come back to them in some community working groups. I might be able to touch on that a little bit later, but let me say this, that commanders' initiatives, we need feedback. We can turn those into frequently asked questions that we can put a short presentation to provide the information, the education that the public needs, and put those up on YouTube. I'll be happy to work with him. And some of those meetings can be in-person meetings that we can use this new Zoom owl camera on. I'll simply say that, let's see, the commander's looking for volunteers, community members to go out and help in, 1 week. And I plan to be there, but Angel, you had mentioned, the civic engagement initiative through the city to get volunteers. I think I still have that person's contact. And you can text it to me at some point. And then let's see here. Stephanie Griego, who used to serve on the Southwest CPC, now is an APD employee, can no longer serve in the Southwest, but she's in charge of APD volunteers. And I reached out to them. It's not officers volunteering. These are people who've perhaps been through the Citizen Police Academy, and they have gone through all the vetting process to volunteer, and we might be able to get some of those folks through Stephanie Griego to join us next Friday. I plan to be out there, and as you might have noticed, I did put a link to the commander's email describing it. And we'll look forward to hopefully getting more community engagement directly. So let's go to old business really quickly. Some of you may have noticed that we haven't reviewed and amended and approved minutes for October, January, and February at this point. And part of the reason is that I would like some feedback from the community on the things that they would like to see to improve the minutes' usefulness for them. I know that most people don't want to go and watch a 2-hour Zoom meeting recording, and most people don't necessarily find the minutes helpful. So I'm open for all of that feedback from you. You can call me. I will put my cell phone number in the chat in a little bit, but I will simply say that what I would like to do is talk about improvements to the meeting minutes to document the questions that were asked, and specifically at what point in the recording or the excerpt of the recording you might find it discussed, and document whether it was addressed adequately or not, because we want to track the questions that you ask and our ability to answer those, to address them adequately. So we can talk about minutes, we can talk about recordings of meetings and so forth during the public comment tonight. So the old business, we did approve that we will table unless there's some discussion. And CPC members, tell me to take a time out. If you want to call for further discussion of this right now, please say so, and we'll have that discussion. I see at least one head shaking. So let's press on to what the new business is. And we don't really have new business except that we are opening an avenue for community members to make suggestions for future agenda topics, items. And I sent that, I believe I sent that out in the email that everybody got, but you can submit those suggestions and they will be documented. You'll be able to have a copy of them and so forth. So we're looking for your inputs on what is useful for you. And